take a moment to think back on the biggest news you've ever received. It can be good or bad. How did it make you feel? Did your stomach drop? Did you feel sweaty? Did your brain start to race? I'll let you think for a second. In October 2017, my mother, my favorite person on this planet, was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. And in that moment, my stomach dropped, I felt sweaty, and my brain started moving a million miles a minute. Through the course of a year, she was diagnosed, powered through treatments, and beat cancer. Not only did this experience change our lives forever, but it made me see my mother in a completely different way. Not only was she my caregiver and my best friend, now I saw her as a fighter and as my inspiration. I like to tell my mother's story because I like to show others how wonderful she is and how she inspires me daily to be strong like her in the face of adversity. Today I'm going to tell you my mother's story and show you the steps taken when battling cancer. I'm going to tell you how my mom reacted to each stage and why she's my inspiration through her reactions. My mother inspired me with her positive attitude. Immediately after being diagnosed, the doctors quickly came up with a plan of action. They decided it was best for my mother to have radiation treatments while simultaneously receiving chemo for 8 weeks, and then have an 8-week recovery period, then go through surgery, then have another 8-week recovery period, and then take chemo for 24 weeks. Instead of being frightened by the doctor visits and continuous tests and painful treatments, my mother explained to me that she saw each visit as just one step closer to being cancer-free. Through the entire process, she kept this positive attitude that inspires me to keep a positive attitude regardless of my situation. My mother also inspires me through her faith. Throughout the entire process, my mother kept a blog page. She wrote on it daily through Caring Bridge website. She would post personal updates and information regarding her doctor's visits, but most importantly, she would talk about her faith throughout this entire journey. A few of her blog posts were titled as follows: Praises, Blessed Beyond Measure, A Change in the Mindset That Has Worked Wonders, and Still Tired But Rejoicing. She would write articles about how she did not understand why God gave her this thing to struggle with, but that she believed through her journey she could bring others closer to God. Not only did my mother have friends tell her that her faith inspired their walk with God, but she inspired me too. My mother's faith has strengthened my own, and now I'm able to easily look for the good in every situation. Today, I told you my mom's story and how she battled cancer. I showed you how she reacted to each stage and why she's my inspiration. My mother is now doing well and is back to work full-time with no signs of cancer in her body. She's been inspiring me this entire last year, but now she's using her story herself and through me to reach out and inspire others. That's why she's my inspiration.